it's great to have all our former players back. We've got a big barbecue going on upstairs, and I don't know what our total number was, but when we called the team up at the end and brought all our former players up and their families, there was a lot of people around. And, man, it's really special to be able to bring those former players back in here and let them feel welcome. This is their home. There's been a lot of sweat and a lot of tears, a lot of laughter, wins, some losses. More importantly, lessons in life are learned on that football field. And to be able to bring those former players back in here and to be around our current players is a very special day. And it's a unique opportunity. There's only one Razorback. And when you wear that logo on the side of your helmet, you become very unique. And we want you and our players to understand how important it is to be a former player and to put the sacrifice in. So it's great to have them back. I'm excited about going up and eating lunch with them and visiting with their families, as is our staff is. Really big situational scrimmage, bigger situational scrimmage today than last week. A lot of first down, play second down, a lot of just first down. See what we can do, plus or minus on first downs. And we got in some second down, play third downs. We got some third and longs backed up, and to see how it's more of a defensive down, but to make sure that we understand reserving the right to kick and trying to be able to make good decisions backed up on third down. We had some red zone situations, which was good to see, some short yardage situations in the red zone. So today was a huge focus on our situational game. Wednesday we'll have another scrimmage, and it will be some more situations, not quite as many. But I thought that from interior defensive line, when T.J. Smith and Sosa and that group was out there, again, I use the word disruptive. They're extremely active. They're aggressive, and they're definitely making plays. Jonathan Marshall's another one that's really coming into play. I really like to see what he's doing. Gabe Richardson did some good things today as well. Scooter, we know what he's doing, or we know the caliber player he is, and I think he got in somewhere probably played half the scrimmage and got some really good work in. So really good to see some activity happening on that defensive side of the football. And I thought that our freshman wide receivers today played exceptionally well. These guys were making plays. I thought Traylon Burks had several big-time plays today. It was good to see. Mike Woods made some really nice plays today. Thought this was the best that Rakeem Boyd, Boyd and Whaley ran. So we did some good things up front. We still got to clean some things up. We're moving some guys around. Colton Jackson should be back to practice at some point next week, so that'll be good. But Myron Cunningham was getting all the left tackle reps. We started Ricky Stromberg in the interior defensive line, or interior offensive line today at guard. See what he could do running with the ones. Very impressed with him. Made some mistakes, got beat, especially when you're going against Sosa. That happens. But very impressed and can't wait to watch and to see what he's doing right now. But he's definitely caught the attention and the eye of us in camp. So excited about that. Again, this football team continues to get better. They come to work. They're giving great energy, and we're inconsistent in a lot of areas, but that's okay. It's to be expected right now. We got to continue to push forward. In this last week of camp, going into our last scrimmage, thought our quarterbacks played well. I thought that John Stephen Jones continues to impress. He did some really good things. He actually had a situation with the ones in a 2-minute offense that led them down and had to score a touchdown to win the game, and he did it. I was very impressed with him. Thought Nick Starkle probably had one of his better days, and that was good to see. I thought Ben made some really nice checks and some good throws today. But overall, as I mentioned earlier, these guys are competing. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Hey, Chad, Kyle documented the touchdowns and turnover plays and all that. Do you have that from today possibly that you could go over?
Let's see here. I'll go through it. Traylon Burks had a touchdown pass from Nick Starkle. Busta Brown had an interception off Ben Hicks. I believe it was Ben. Chase Hayden had a touchdown run. Davion Warren had a touchdown pass from Nick Starkle. Jordan Jones, a touchdown pass from Nick Starkle. Mike Woods had a touchdown pass from John Stephen. And Joe Fouché had an interception against Nick Starkle. So that was it. And again, a lot of situations, a lot of backed up stuff. So when we did get down in the red zone, that was some productivity happening.
Coach, on those 2 interceptions, do you remember what happened exactly?
Yeah, I was trying to relate back on Ben. It was backed up and just made it, just made a bad decision. Should have thrown the ball away, didn't, threw it up. Can't have that. It was on the 3rd down. And I believe Joe's off of Nick. I want to say it was a tip ball right there at the end.
I remember last week you said you guys went about 175. Do you have how many you went today?
We were right at 100 and 110, somewhere in there, 100 to 110 plays today.
I wanted to cut back a little bit.
Yeah,
and
that's by
closer to a
design.
game.
Second scrimmage, getting 2 weeks closer to the season. Wanted to just get some good situational work in, and we knew it'd be about 100, somewhere around that 100 plays.
I'm assuming Stromer got left guard work.
He did.
And what prompted you to give him a shot in there?
Yeah, Ricky he's had a really good camp and very, very athletic. And we just wanted to see what he could do in a scrimmage situation. He made some mistakes and got beat a few times, but he did some really good things. So we'll see. I'm excited to watch this.
So, did the former players talk to the team, or did you talk to the former players, and what were the messages, I guess?
Yeah, you know what? It was they didn't, but I just called our former players up. It was kind of been a long morning. They've been here. They're ready to go eat. They kind of give me that look. When you look at those former players and they give you that look, you got to let them go eat. So they were hungry, and their family was hungry. And so the message was today, our word today was circles, about who you involve and put in your circle. And so we talked about being a part of the Razorback former player, being in that circle and having that group around our football team, and to let them know how important they are to us. And there's only one Razorback out there, and once you're a part of this, and it's really special. And that was kind of my message to them, to everybody, and just ask the former players to chime in if they've learned a lot of lessons in life that definitely helped them in success for later in life. And they were all there was a lot of absolutes out there on that. So it was great to have them all back.
Well, after today, are you any closer to be ready to name a starting quarterback, or is Wednesday's scrimmage kind of the last big test?
Yeah, I'll watch the film and see. I don't think I don't know exactly the time we're going to name him or name the starter, but I want to go through definitely Wednesday and see where we're at. And we got some work that we'll do later in the week on Friday before our mock game out here on Saturday. So there'll be some live situational work on Friday too. So we're getting closer, but again, we're evaluating.
Chad, you mentioned that Boyd and Whaley both had good days. Why was that? How did they get open, and number of big plays? And then also, you said the freshman receivers had a big day. Why were they able to make those steps today?
Yeah, I thought that both those running backs were patient in the run game, and they found some of the holes inside, the creases inside, off maybe whether it be counter, whatever it was, we were running inside zone, and they were patient with their runs and knew when to hit it. It might have, some of them might have had 4 and 5 yard gains, but man, that's what we're after. We're after that, being patient with that run game and finding that crease. So it was good to see those guys. I know that Rakeem had a big run. He creased one, which was good to see. But and then the freshman wide receivers, just guys making plays. I mean, that's really it. We had several deep balls. Traylon Burks, this was the best day he's had, and very, very explosive and powerful. Not afraid to catch a ball across the middle. Mike Wood, same way. Trey Knox, again, same way. I mean, we just had some freshman guys stepping up, making some plays. And they've done that through the course of camp, but today they were more consistent as I've seen them.
Back to the quarterbacks, is it safe to say that Nick Starkel's made this decision tougher than maybe it would have been?
I don't think so. I knew it was going to be, a tough decision, and it'll be the right decision. Whatever we make will be the right decision. What I love about it is just elevating this entire football team. I would never look at this as being something tough. I think this is a huge positive for this football team, because it's making everybody in that room better. And Nick is doing that. Ben is doing that. Ben's doing some really good things now. And then just to watch the progression of John Stephen Jones. I mean, the guy's a player. Now he gets out there and just there's a lot of really good things happening. This is 2 weeks in a row I've seen this and this group. So we'll see. We'll keep pushing. And I do know this: they're earning a lot of respect of this football team by the hard work that they're putting in, like everybody else.
I got two things. Did the other guys get 2-minute opportunities, and how did they do? And how did you come out of it from a health standpoint?
Yeah, health standpoint, I think we're all right. We had a couple guys getting a little bunged up, but nothing major. From a 2-minute situation, I'd have to go back and look. I know KJ got a rack, a set of it, and didn't get down the field. I think they had needed a field goal to win. And I think Nick had had another group, the second group he was working with, and I think that was the interception. That was the tip ball interception, if I'm not recall. I think that was it. That is exactly what it was, because Joe picked it off on the side, and defense had won, or we had won at that point, and we had teaching, you got to get down. And Joe kept running back, and I said he was tackled, fumbled, offense recovered, and we kept the drive going, just to try to teach a lesson right there. So,
Coach, with what we're hearing about Traylon and Trey Knox, is it just a matter of time for those guys or go-to type players? I mean, until they get totally comfortable. And also, CJ, how did his surgery go?
Yeah, CJ, first of all, anticipate him being back, all our guys being back by the first game. So I'm excited about that. CJ was in here in meetings, walking around his office crutches. So that's good to see. I thought that I'm trying to figure out, in due time. I mean, I think these guys have shown that they're making plays now. I mean, it's we're going to count on them now. And so I don't. This isn't bring them on. We know these guys are going to have to play. And but again, Deion Stewart, Davion Warren, these guys are all responding. Mike Woods responding and getting better. Jordan Jones, Tyson Morris.
On the quarterbacks, is it a deal where, like, you and Joe, I mean, you guys know probably who you're going to start and you're just not saying, or do you really not know?
No, there's only one head coach.
Well, okay. Well, do you know who you're going to start and you
Do I
still want
know?
to say, or do you really, you haven't determined it yet,
We haven't determined. We'll sit and talk as a staff, and they all have one vote, and I got one more than all of them. So, no. I mean, we'll decide as a staff. When we walk out of a staff room, we're all 100% on board, whether that's the starting center or the starting linebacker. I mean, we're all on board at that point.
But in your mind, you still haven't really decided
No,
yet.
I have not. Okay. No, we've got a lot of evaluating that we've done, and it just depends on what day you ask me on. I mean, some days it's one, some days the other. Right now, these guys are working their tail off. They're working hard.
And then I saw you guys tweet about Joe Fouché got the PAT
He
award.
did.
Well, what did he do to get that? And then you mentioned yesterday the like a Broyles Razorback
Mm-hmm.
award, and you were going to award that today. Have you awarded that yet?
We have not.
Okay.
Let's start with the PAT award. It's an award that we give every month, and have been given every month since we got here. It's called for passion, attitude, and trust. It's voted on by people outside of our football building, academics, people that whether that be in our nutrition center, and so what that represents is a young man that delivers the passion for being a Razorback and having a great attitude and someone you can trust. And so we've had several previous award winners and had them stand up this morning, but Joe won it, and it's amazing. As I mentioned, you don't have to be a senior to win this award, but this is, and we talk about it all the time, if you're going to win an award, a monthly award, this is the one you want to win because it says so much what other people think of you. So proud to see Joe. Joe's had a great camp, but the camp had nothing to do with him getting this award, and so he's totally changed his body and his attitude toward just wanting to be the best he can be. So great young man, proud for him. We are going to give out the Broyles Razorback Player Award tonight. It's an award that we've been wanting to give out. I've been thinking about it for close to a year. I wanted to do the right time to give it out, and this was the right time. And basically what we want is just to continue to educate our young men on what Coach Broyles did, not just for this university, but our entire state of Arkansas and for college football, and his love of the Hogs that he had. And so there'll be a lot of his family that will be here tonight that will give the award out. This will be a prestigious award. It's something that I hope that is an award that's given to a player as long as they play football here. And because it's important that our young men know the impact that Coach Broyles had in this program and all across the country. And so we'll show a video tonight of Coach Broyles, and the family will come in and speak, and we'll present the award to the young man, and it'll be something that'll be very, very special. We'll find a place here in the building on the wall or on a wall to make sure we recognize these young men each year. And we'll always do it the third Saturday of August, the night of team pictures. So,
Which I was wondering if you could shed just what you can on kind of how the deliberation process goes. Is that like you lock yourself into a room and everybody's got their opinion on the quarterback job, or how does that work? How long of a process is that for once you have everything in, sitting down and saying, okay,
really,
this is who we're going
we
with?
got a lot of other things we got to fret about. I mean, we're gonna get in there and we'll take a series of everything that matters leading up to the point and go, hey, look, this is where we're at right now, and we got to go with it. But I'll tell you this: it's going to take them all to win this year. So, no, it won't. We're not gonna. We won't lock ourselves in a room or nothing like that. It'll just be, hey, here we are. It's time to go.
Not like a jury or something, right?
No, we're not gonna do that.
You got 12 angry men or whatever.
I'm with you. There won't be any smoke or nothing coming out of the building or nothing like that when it's time. But no, we're not doing that. These guys are working hard though. I'm proud of all of them. And but they're going to compete. And when you get out there, you got to perform too, at all positions.
Hey, you were saying Monteric had a pick. I think he had a pick last week. How good is that to see? And then just from a total scrimmage, I know you didn't have as many plays, but what kind of progress do you think you guys showed from scrimmage 1 to scrimmage 2, just kind of big picture?
I thought there was a lot of progress from scrimmage 1 to scrimmage 2. Again, going back and we'll watch the film and see, there'll be a lot of things we got to correct. But Busta's had a really good camp. He's had a good winter, and then translated to the summer and then into fall camp. And a guy that we had put in a leadership position and very uncomfortable when he was put in this leadership position. We did that with the program when they came in here, and it really forced him out of his shell in some regards to his teammates. But he's on our leadership committee, and because he has definitely shown the fact that he can lead. And so I'm really, really proud of where he is. He's got a great future.
One more for Coach. Just on special teams. Barry talked about there's more meeting time and periods devoted to it. How much better do you think that will wind up making you guys be?
Well, you can't help but to believe that we're going to be better in all areas. I think our punters have done an exceptional job this fall camp. We've put a huge emphasis in that regard in all areas of our special teams, as we do every year, but we've really honed in on the quality of doing some things this year, and so that's been good to see. I think that Connor Limpert, we were very limited in special teams today, very limited. Matter of fact, we had to have a game-winning kick to win the game. I think John Stephen, when he drove him down, and you had to have a kick, the PAT, to win the game. So it was pretty pressure point. And so Connor's really doing well, having a good camp. And our punting situation has gotten so much, it's got a lot of competition going there. But we'll continue that. No, he had PAT, because you were down by 6. So,
Thanks, Coach.
all right, thank you.